Hey guys, so today in this video I actually lit up the Daily Bugle set with a kit sent from me from Gardenofbricks. They have an amazing Lego lighting website and I had so much fun putting this together. Enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing that it gets you to build is this you're gonna do the taxi first, so I'm actually looking forward to this. So the bit lights here, the white bit lights, and it comes with their each individual pieces, which I don't know why there's a special, I think there's like an indent in it. So this is what it's supposed to look like, so I'll see if I can get this working. It's really exciting. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a battery, like a power bank in here, but I can't find any power banks. This is everything I was given, and the USB cord, 50cm USB power cord, is supposed to be this is like this, the USB cable. I think, yeah, I think that's it. But it's not 50. It's not 50 centimeters. The expansion socket boards, the ones I got were not nearly as long as this, and the connection lines and the bit lights, the connection cables. There's so many different words. In other words, though, I opened the pack of the parts package, and they actually have these studs with little indents in them. Look there. That's the wire can fit out of the stud, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to use this as the power bank because I think they gave me a battery box instead. I'm going to get some batteries and then I'm going to see if these will actually light up. That'd be very cool. Guys, we have light working. Put batteries in the battery box. I'm kind of a genius, guys. Okay, so I kind of like plugged them in, and the only thing is the bricks don't fit in perfectly just because of the wire. I don't really know how they could have fixed this, but it just bothers me that the bricks aren't in fully. Guys, I just couldn't wait to. It's not finished. I need to put in the backlights, but this is so cool. I actually really like. Look at the taxi. Oh my god, with the lit up lights and everything. This is amazing. Honestly, guys, it's no issue for me because of so many, because of my like Lego collection. But it would have been so cool if they put like a brick separator in the kit. I know you probably get one with the set you're buying, but I just think for like whatever 15 cents it costs to buy these, it would be such a nice like inclusion. And it'd be so helpful for if you're trying to, because you take a lot of the set apart, obviously, to put lights into it. I just think it would have been so cool if you had a brick separator in it as well. Okay, so I'm doing even more wiring, and now they actually get you to light up the inside of the car, which is so cool. So you're able to have like a light in the car, which I don't know why I didn't expect that. I just thought the headlights would be lit up, but they're lighting the inside of the car too. That's just so cool. But I realized if I made a mistake here, it would be absolutely devastating, because look at all these wires. These are all so finicky and like small, but it's kind of fun at the same time. Okay, so the thing is all done. The only thing is you have to stuff all the wires into the boot, and that does not fit for me. I'm sure if you like folded every single wire, like if you spent like about an hour folding every single wire in, you could probably get it stuck. But honestly, it's so finicky, and I have pretty shaky hands. But I think it looks pretty good. It looks like the boot's just open a little bit and there's a little wire sticking out there, but I don't really mind. I just need to find batteries for this and then it'll be good to go. Now we're starting on the actual Daily Bugle. I'm so excited. We're doing the first floor now. Okay, the second floor is done. That was a lot easier than the first one. There is light strips there, which is something that kind of bothers me about Lego sets sometimes, is that the inside aren't lit up, which I know, like, they can't really do anything about this, but I'm so excited to see each individual floor of the Daily Bugle lit up, and when the windows are on, you can still see all the details. I haven't turned this on yet, but I'm so excited. There are a few wires sticking out there, but I don't really mind them because it'll be worth it. You'll see the details inside them much better than you'll be able to actually see the lights. The TV there is kind of covering this. I'm so excited to see this in action. Okay, one of the next steps on the second floor is you have to take off this entire piece in one go, and it actually lifts up pretty easily. I had this one piece here stick on, but I mean, like, they thought out pretty well which pieces are going to come off easy, which I really appreciate. You have to stack it onto the bottom floor then. Oh, this looks so cool. Like, this is just the set, but I'm so excited to get this all lit up. I just had one of the most fiddliest things ever. So if you see here, and you have to put this up the wall, but there is a big gap beneath it. I just zoomed in right there, that line there, and it kept falling into that gap because I had to push these two together, and there was a gap and it kept going in there. It was so annoying, but I got it finally. This thing is so like, kind of, it's difficult to do, but at the same time, it's more challenging than a Lego set I've built in like the past few years, but it's kind of fun, and I'm so excited to see what this looks like. And the third floor is done. Oh my god, guys, I actually just realized something pretty unfortunate. You're not going to be able to take these layers off because of the wires, but I think you're still going to take the front off. This is so finicky, so many wires everywhere, and I think it's gonna be worth it in the end, but at some points in the instructions, I didn't know like what wires are supposed to be grabbing. But good news, my dad got me the batteries for this, so let's turn this on. Hey, look at that. So there's lights at the front, lights in the back, and then there's lights in the actual car, and there's lights in the back as well. This is so cool. Okay guys, I have to sign up for this because it all has to be built on top of each other. So I just need to get this final floor done and then we'll be finished. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm meant to be finished, but this thing, I thought I did the instructions. This is for if you have a power bank. I'm gonna use a battery box, so I need to replace this in here. It's gonna be so finicky and so... Oh, I'm so nervous. I hope this whole thing doesn't get torn apart. I wish kind of said at the start, if you want to use the battery box that's included, don't put this in. This is to interconnect into a USB socket or power bank. Use this instead because this just takes batteries and you can move this anywhere. Okay guys, so after a bit of more messing around with this, I've turned off all my lights. Not the one in the back. I'm like, no, because I don't want to pull the curtains. But I put the GOAT, the greatest of all time, here, and just a few more minifigures from the Bugle. I have Blade here. I have Sandman. He was a new TV show, I think. The Green Goblin, of course. Starfire, and let me put the greatest villain of all time, PlayStation 4 Dr. Octopus. Now let's see if I can turn this on, and. That is pretty cool, guys. So at the bottom floor we have the lights on in here. You can see all the rooms. Next floor to the lights as well. This floor is red, and the red looks absolutely amazing. And I believe this is blue, or it might be white again. And then move this. His taxi next to it. That looks pretty cool. Let me put it next to my other modules and see how cool it looks next to the other ones. Okay guys, I've turned off all the lights except for this, and this is what it looks like in my city. I'm really impressed with how this looks. I think that the red is pretty sharp, but I think it looks pretty cool next to the Green Goblin there. And all these lights, it took me about, I'd say, an hour to get this whole thing done, but I'm really happy with the results. And you can see what it looks like there. Gardenofbricks sent me this to review, but I am going to be honest, I'm going to give it my proper thoughts in a minute, because they said this to me for free to review, but I'm going to give my genuine opinions on this set. I wish that the Daily Bugle sign was lit up in some sort of way. I don't know how they could have done it, but it just looks kind of like bland where that's not lit up and everything else is. Same with the screen. Have some lights behind this Daily Bugle sign, lighting up the screen there. The car, I feel like they could have put the lights that were in the car onto something else to light up the screen or the Daily Bugle sign. And I think that these colors are really sharp. The red, I think it looks good, but at the same time, it's so strong, that red. But I genuinely, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Again, also, you cannot take the, you can take the front bits off here, but you can't take each individual floor off now that you have the light kit to put in, just because of the way that the wires work. I understand, but it would have been so cool if you could take each individual floor off. But again, I understand why they couldn't have done that. That would have taken so much, that would have cost so much more. The price on this, I believe, is, okay, so I just checked there, and the light kit for the Daily Bugle is €35. I'm gonna be honest, I think that's pretty worth it. The set costs 300, and for another 35 you can have it lit up. But the one on the website has lights in here, but the one I was sent from them didn't, and the instructions I found didn't. It was kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why the one that's €35 has the lights on the Daily Bugle sign, but of course get the one with the lights on the Daily Bugle sign, and get the ones on this billboard as well. It'll look so much better. Again, only problem is the ones I sent wasn't given the Daily Bugle sign for some reason, and the billboard here wasn't given the lights either. I don't know why that is. The only thing that I would say is that the video they sent at the start has outdated parts in it, so you're gonna have parts in it that aren't in this kit. So you're gonna have to kind of I messaged them about it, haven't responded yet, but I was kind of a bit confused there. I wish that. But I think the actual instructions themselves are done really well. There's loads of ways that they could have done it, but I think that they did it the best. They used actual photos of the lights in order to show you what pieces they need, rather than kind of like using drawn images or illustrations of the lights pieces that you need. They gave me the exact amount of numbers for everything, and I kind of thought it would have been cool if they gave you a little piece of spare lights to kind of improvise. But again, that's just wishful thinking. That's not even a critique. That's just something I would have liked to see. But I quite really like this. The only thing is, if you don't like having tiny gaps in between your Lego parts, like here, that's gonna be a problem. If you don't like that, then maybe skip out, but it's mostly, you're not even gonna see it from here. So if the fact that you know not all the pieces are connected is gonna bother you, then maybe don't get it, because each individual, like they have to make sacrifices. But I mean, it looks so cool. I'm tempted to get another one. I'm hoping maybe we could do another deal with this company, because it was such a good experience putting this together. I genuinely had so much fun, and it was just something that, this is my first ever like kit. This is my first ever Lego like kit. It was fantastic. I'm looking forward to maybe doing another few deals with this brand. They were so helpful. Great guys. So definitely, I would say I'd recommend this set. If you don't mind your Lego pieces being just a little bit kind of separated. I really like this one. I think they've won for nearly most of the UCS sets they have a like kit for. This is so cool. I can't wait to do a photo shoot with this. I'm absolutely amazed. Definitely would recommend.